Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Um, I hope you had an amazing 2025 and I hope your 2026 is even better. So today I wanted to talk about everything that happened last year. Well, not everything because then this will be a very long video. So maybe the important things. And then 2026 resolutions. So last year there were like 3 or 4 main things that happened to me. The first one was I resigned from my job. It was just that I had moved out of my parents' house at that time, and I just needed something that would give me a little bit more income. And so I started working for my parents, and it was actually a really good job opportunity because there's a lot of opportunity for growth working for them. So yeah, that was the best possible decision for me. And then I moved out of the house, and that was very tricky for me because I initially was really excited because I would have my own space and everything like that, but I realized that it was really tricky. Like buying all the groceries and stuff like that was really expensive. I knew that it was expensive, but I didn't expect it to be like that. So yeah, that was a bit of a challenge for me. And also just being by myself, I realized that I don't do well by myself. I get very lonely and depressed and stuff like that, and so I think my parents and I decided it would be for the best if I moved back home, because they were also paying for the flat, and then I was renting from them. So and I was like always at their house because that's where we work from. So we decided that it would be easier for everybody involved if I just moved back home. And then when I meet someone one day, hopefully not too far in the future, hopefully that's pretty soon, I will move out with him. So yeah, I moved back home. So now I'm back home again. I was living on my own for like a couple of months only, but I learned a lot about myself in those couple of months. So that was really nice. And then the next thing that happened was I started dancing again at Strictly Ballroom. It's where they teach like ballroom and Latin dancing, and it's so much fun. I was dancing there about 5 years ago, and then I left for reasons that were out of my control. I won't get into that too much. And then I started doing like pole dancing and stuff, and I really enjoyed it at first, but I never got into it because I'm just like, I'm not that kind of person, and I don't have the body for that, like meaning the body strength. Like my upper body strength is completely useless, which is weird because I've been a sports girl all my life. But I've always been passionate about the ballroom and Latin dancing, so I think that was more my style. So when I was more in the position that I could be in to join the studio, I did that. And it was the best decision I had ever made because it led to so many different things. So I met my 2 best friends. Throughout the whole my high school and everything, I've struggled with long-lasting friendships because it just happened that way. I always drifted away from my friends, or they drifted away from me. So having these 2 friends has been so important to me, and I've loved it. I love them. They're always there for me. So yeah, that was nice. And I'm so passionate about this kind of dancing. It's like if I could dance every day, I would. and I'm actually like, it's more my style, my speed. Yeah, I just love it so much. And I'm doing a showcase soon, so that will be exciting, and I will post a video of my showcase. I did do a showcase 5 years ago, so I'll post I'll post that video as well so you guys can see it. The last and final thing that happened was a big one. So it was a really big one. I had jaw surgery. So you'll probably see I have elastics in my mouth and braces. So basically what they did was they took my top jaw and they brought it forward and tilted it a little bit, and my bottom jaw, they had to rotate it a couple degrees clockwise because it was off of its axis. So the reason why I had this surgery was because when I was born, I had an underbite, and it was taken away using braces. But that was not the right way to go. We were actually supposed to do an operation to break my jaw and put it back in place properly. Anyways, we didn't want to do the surgery because it's such major surgery. So we wanted to do everything we possibly could to avoid it. I did Botox, I did laser therapy, I did chiropractic therapy sessions, went to the physio, to the GP, dentists, anybody you can think of, I went there. Nothing worked except for the Botox. They worked a little bit for like a couple months, and then I had to go back, but that was really unhealthy for me, and it's just like, it wasn't nice, like it was painful as well. So anyways, my parents decided to take me to their dental surgeon, and that was the best decision we ever made, because he looked at my mouth and he was like, no, you don't have TMJ, you have something called myofascial, okay, I can't actually remember, but it's MPDS. That's the shortened version of it. Anyways, he said that it was worse than TMJ, so the operation was very necessary and we couldn't avoid it any longer. So we went to his orthodontist, and she said, okay, she's going to give me braces. So I had braces for a couple of months, maybe 5 or 6 months. And then she was like, okay, we're going to do the operation now. And she said what we were going to do. And apparently all the angles in my mouth were incorrect. So yeah, that's corrected it. But the recovery for it was hectic. It was really hectic. It was like the whole of November, I was just completely man down. And like, there's not enough words in the English dictionary that can prepare you for that kind of recovery. It was really bad. My mom had to sleep in the same room as me for like the whole month, basically, because I kept waking up in the middle of the night. I couldn't eat, so I had to have food from a syringe. I had lots of smoothies and custard and all of that. But yeah, it was tough. It was really tough, and I couldn't really see anybody or touch anyone. So yeah, it wasn't nice. I've never really felt that kind of pain anymore, but I feel like it taught me a lot about myself, because it taught me that I'm actually stronger than I think I am. So yeah, that was a really tough experience, but it was good. And I'm finally better now. Like, I'm still sore sometimes, but I'm finally going out and seeing people and stuff like that, and I can start dancing in 2 weeks, so I'm very excited about that. And then I'll start playing paddle in February. So yeah, I had to spend 2 days in high care. The first day, in the same day as the surgery, I was like on oxygen the whole day. So that was very scary for me and for my parents. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you had an amazing 2025. And if you guys want to share what your 2025 was like with me, that would be awesome. I hope you can like and subscribe this video. And yeah, the next video I post will be resolutions for 2026. Bye.